Hi class, my name is Tracy Hare. So this is my week 1 video discussion, and I'm going to be talking about the importance of the teamwork and the 5 stages. So Harvard Business Journal has identified that today's teams are different from others of the past. They're far more diverse, digital, and dynamic. But while the teams face new hurdles, their success hinges on the core set of fundamentals for a group collaboration. Teams cannot be inspired if they don't know what they're working towards or don't have the explicit goals that they need to achieve. People have to care about achieving that goal, whether because they have to stand to gain an award from it, or recognition, a pay increase, promotions, or just the ultimate satisfaction of completing a project. The 5 stages of the development and how it can impact time management within any project, including our own, is stage 1 for the forming stage. The forming stage is a time frame that the team is getting familiar with each other. They're working together, getting to know one another's strengths and weaknesses that are brought to the table. The forming stage is also very important because this helps develop a cohesiveness amongst the team and be able to identify who's going to excel in what type of category, along with who's going to help excel the team to the best that they can be. Stage 2 is the storming. This normally happens quickly right after the stage of forming, getting to know each other. Storming phase is when the team must come together to formulate that end goal that I talked about earlier, and also the timeline for completion. This step may also include splitting into subgroups and agreeing on the process of how they're going to get to the goal. Are they going to have weekly meetings? Are they going to have Zoom meetings, phone conferences? That type of identification for completing the process is done within that storming stage. The stage can take longer due to planning out of those steps. As we've seen before, the WBS, I feel, is a great example of that storming stage. This step also has a lot of obstacles that need to be overcome. And like I said, this takes the longest, but it's extremely important that that time is taken to identify what needs to get done, who's going to get done, and what is going to be done as a team for the whole project. Second to last would be the norming stage. The norming stage is a very productive stage. It comes with the teamwork. Leaders are formed, individual roles are taken on and developed and driven, along with overcoming disagreements, differences, and how we're going to overcome those. The quantity of work is increasing at this point because everyone knows where they need to go, what they need to get done, and the flow just starts to form from there. That flow will continue into the performing stage. Performing stage is where the team is at their peak. They're a well-oiled machine that's working back and forth constantly. There's a clear structure, a clear streamline of communication, and that light at the end of the tunnel is just about there. That's not to say that any issues or uncertainties are going to arise, because everything is unpredictable and that something could come up. But in this stage, they're able to overcome and achieve what they need to get done. And last is that adjourning stage. It comes from the culmination of the entire project, wrapping up all the tasks, whether it be for a formal presentation at the end, organizing that big event to reveal the project or the building or the new wing, whatever is being accomplished. From here, if that group is still the same, if they're a contracted outside entity, then they move on to the next and the whole 5 stages continue. If not, it is a celebration. It's a good job. We did great. This project is completed. When it comes to our current team, my team and the groups of all for 691, we've already should have passed that forming and storming stage. We should already be norming, because hopefully most of the groups are still the same from 690. And I know my group was able to completely bypass the forming and storming. We're still norming, and then give it week 2, 3, we'll be in the performing. We really are a well-oiled machine that we have a group chat and we just text real quick. We know what we need to do. We get it done with no flaws and no issues. Unfortunately, it may not be like that for everyone, and they have to jump back into that stage, but to keep that flow and moving and not lose time in the speed for project is kind of where everyone should be at right now. So that's my week 1 video assignment. I look forward to feedback and hearing from the rest of my class. Have a great night.